Proudly sponsored by Bettermore.
With me in the studio is Marvelous Chukwemere. With me in the studio is Chiagozie Udoji. I think it's stressful. You're making it sound like it's interesting, but aren't you stressed out?
Well, it's quite stressful,
but I love the challenges.
I get that feeling, but I'm still not discouraged.
And I actually found out that the creation of state police may pose a threat to the spirit of nationalism.
Proudly sponsored by Bettermore.
However, whenever, wherever, the security of the masses should be the first priority of the government in Nigeria. My name is Chiagozie Udoji from Anambra State, and I stand to propose that the creation of state police in our country, Nigeria, is very much plausible. First, I would like to ask, if we say that the central policing system, being the status quo in Nigeria, is very much competent or competent enough, then tell me, why are we still having so many security challenges like the Boko Haram insurgency and other crimes in our society? This is a question I would like you to pause and ponder on, as I will give you my points as to why I support this motion. Against the backdrop of Nigeria's huge security challenges, the Delta State House of Assembly Speaker, Right Honorable Victor Oche, noted that the veritable way out of the quagmire of insecurity in our country should be the creation of state police formations in this country. Fellow Nigerians, of course there is a recent clamor for the establishment of state policing system in our country, and there are so many reasons behind the agitation. This is actually opposed to what we have noted down in the Constitution of 1999, Section 214. First, the geographical area of Nigeria is quite too large for a central police system to operate, as noted by Bullis Magazine 2012. Policing the citizens of a country should be the sole responsibility of the respective states and not actually the federal government. Then the Honorable House tell me, why won't you consider state policing as plausible in today's debate? Secondly, it will help to reduce the rate of unemployment we have in our country, as more people, most especially the youth, who have nothing to do, will be recruited into the state police, and then they will help in securing the masses and protecting them. I would like to point out to you so many countries all over the world that are making use of this state policing system. Countries in Northern America, South Asia, and Oceania, as reported by CNN on 15 June 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, countries like the United States of America, Canada, Mexico, to mention but a few, make use of this system. And because of this, believe me that state policing in Nigeria is very much plausible. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chukwemere Marvelous from British Spring College, Awka, and I'm here to oppose the motion which says, is the creation of state police in Nigeria plausible? Now, may I define state police? State police, according to mersimlawquest.blogspot.com, is a police force which is under the control of the state rather than the control of a country. Now, with pure understanding of our country, Nigeria, we realize that Nigeria practices a federal system of government, which means that power is vested on the federal police. Now, the creation of state police is an aspect of another form of government, which is confederalism. Now, this weakens the federal government. Now, we find out that we have a clash of two forms of government, the federalism and confederalism, proving the fact that we cannot serve two masters at the same time. But do we think this is possible? May I remind us of countries like Italy, USSR, the Soviet Union, which the creation of state police left them a mere shadow of their former selves. Furthermore, Nigeria is a country that is strengthened by her unity in diversity. Our bond makes us to prevail despite the odds. But now the creation of state police gives room to tribalism, differentiation, and this results to the death in the spirit of nationalism. My fellow Nigerians, when there is a death in our country, Nigeria, and a birth to individual states. Now, have we forgotten our past so fast? Have we forgotten the deaths of innocent individuals in 1950s when we tried the state police? So why do we bring this killer back again? In conclusion, I would like to remind us, the devil we know is better than the angel we do not know. Although the federal police may have its own limitation, but the limitations of the state police far outweigh the limitations of the federal police. With this, I tell you that the creation of the state police police is what I consider jumping from frying pan into fire. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much again, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't know why we should imprison ourselves in confusion here. That we practice a federal system of government doesn't mean that we cannot adopt something new or something good for the masses. State policing exists in so many countries of the world, and these countries are termed developed. They make up the G8 powers all over the world. And this is more reason why we should adopt it in Nigeria. State policing will help the state to manage their own affairs to the interests of the citizens, and it will avoid any form of Islamization like we have in the north, with the present status quo being a federal policing system. So with this, you believe with me that the state police in Nigeria is very much plausible and not agree with team opposition. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon all once again. Now I'd like to ask our fellow Nigerians, are we ready for this leap? Or have we forgotten the fact that we have to look before we leap? Are we also forgetting the fact that all 5 fingers are not equal? Some countries practicing this thing have been here for over 200 years. My fellow Nigerians, we are just 15. Now there are some states in Nigeria who have a debt of over $1 billion. Now how would they be able to pay for the state police they want to cultivate in this society? Now this would bring about more debt, and when there is more debt, there is economic and political stagnancy. Now why would we want this for our country? My fellow Nigerians, I advise us, let us look before we leap. Thank you.
Proudly sponsored by Bettermore.